Hello team, welcome to the Michigan First Mortgage Update. I am wanting to expand a little bit on what we talked about yesterday with the Fannie Freddie announcements. We've got a little more clarification. I thought I'd just send this out in a video message so you could all see and hear it from me face to face. So a couple things as we work through this. We are obviously in a big state of transition here in the mortgage team, especially for operations. We have a lot more people working remote. And with that, I would ask a couple things. A little bit of patience, continued teamwork as we get situated in a new remote environment and get our workflows back up and running. Everyone is working hard. It's just going to take us a couple minutes to gain traction in the new work environment. So I thank you for your patience in advance of that, as does the rest of the team. A couple other things. I want to talk to you about income consistency. That's been a big topic. You're going to start to see some conditions that we're putting on all files in response to this, as well as some clarifications with your appraisal reports. So let's start with the income consistency. Questions have come up. How are we going to continue to prove that the borrowers are closing loans at an income level that we're qualifying them with? So this, unfortunately, there isn't a black and white. There's nothing set in stone just yet that we will be able to provide. However, we have to look at this as a case-by-case basis. Every employer, every file is going to be different. Whether a company that the borrower works for is deemed as essential or non-essential, that's also going to be a factor. So we want to make sure that we're making the right decision for the individual borrower, and that we've satisfactorily proven that this income will continue and that we can close the loan comfortably and make sure that the borrower and our future members in a better position. Self-employed is going to be a little more difficult because just of the type of income that they have and our delay in getting accurate and timely income information on them. So I don't have clear guidance on this yet, but I'm going to ask that we continue to work together and continue in the spirit of this to make sure that we're driving towards proving that the borrower is currently receiving income. Self-employed has a lot more risk. We all know that, and making sure that that level of income that we're qualifying is continuing is going to be very important. It will take a little bit more time with self-employed. We may have to think a little bit outside of the box. So I want everybody to encourage you, sort of a challenge for all of us. Put on your thinking hats. How can we help serve these? And hopefully we will come to some resolution and some good solutions for each of those members. I'd also like to give a couple examples, as far as teachers. Teachers are still working, they're still receiving their full pay, they're under contract. So our issue here really isn't income, it's going to be the employment verification, which we've kind of addressed those options. Line workers are laid off. If they can get qualified on their employment income, that will be great. Their unemployment income, that will be great. If not, then we're going to have to somehow prove what their long-term income is. If they are without income, we're not going to be able to close those loans. So again, let's work together. How can we best serve those individuals? How can we best advise them? And if we can get them to closing, we will certainly do so. Conditions on files. You're going to see a couple conditions that relate to the COVID-19, and we're going to put those on there just as placeholders and reminders. I don't have the specific language as of yet. We're still working on those, but I'll get that published out as quickly as we can. Appraisal report clarifications. We had some great conversations today with our AMCs. Both are suggesting this sort of order of how we get an appraisal report. One, follow what's on the AUS. Most often these are, if they're not PIWs or appraisal waivers, they are going to be the exterior and interior reviews, your 1004. After that, the 1004 desk review or the desktop review is what's going to be recommended. Appraisers are going to be working with the borrowers, talking to them live, taking a virtual tour via FaceTime or some other apps like that, that they can see the interior of the home. They can complete their report as if it was a full interior exterior, which is good news for us. We can utilize a collateral underwriter. We can also utilize the reps and warrants that come along with that type of inspection. So that would be the secondary preferred if someone is not comfortable, a homeowner is not comfortable with someone coming into their home. Last resort is going to be the drive-by. So if the other two for whatever reason are impossible, and there's a lot of flexibility with the desktop option, then we will look at the exterior only. And right now, and I will publish this out for everyone, we're going to do that on an exception basis only. So I appreciate the few minutes of your time. We will continue to update you as best we can. I appreciate all of us working together. I'm impressed by how well this group is coming together and focused on taking care of ourselves, being safe and healthy, but also taking care of our borrowers and our members and ultimately our future members. So have a great night. I'll talk to you soon.